Everybody, welcome back. This is the Grind Lifestyle Podcast. I am one of your hosts, JP. Joining us, as always, other host, Jesse Dugas. How are you, Jesse?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm fantastic. And today's other host is the man, the myth, the legend, maybe in his own mind. You know him from the band Saving Abel. He is Scott Bartlett. How are you, bud?
Greetings from Missoula, Montana, y'all.
Missoula. You've been in Montana for a while now, it feels like.
Yeah, I feel like I'm living an episode of Yellowstone.
Oh, well, that's not a bad thing, if you ask me. Today's guest, man, he's amazing. Hip-hop artist, DaKidRiz. You got all those letters jumbled up, kid, and it's, I don't know how to pronounce it right. DaKidRiz. Did I get that right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Can I just call you Kid?
Yeah, you can call me Kill Riz. Everybody calling me Riz.
Riz. All right. My kids would love that.
Yeah, Riz. Yeah, the aura, Riz.
Riz has got all the Riz. All right, man. Well, welcome to the podcast, man. We're stoked to have you on. I wanted to point out to my boy Jesse over there before he really gets started. This is a little sad. There's a guy by the name of Frank. He's the biggest Dodger fan in the history of the world. They call him the porch potato. He spent 50 years every single day going to Disneyland wearing his Dodger gear and posting up on Main Street. He passed away last week. And he, in honor of him, Dodger fan or not, especially Dodger fans, today's the day you wear your gear. So I am wearing my gear for Frank. I know it won't happen for you, Jesse, but just wanted to point that out and do a little dedication to that man, Frank, while I have the platform to do so. All right, Riz, let's get into this thing, man. So here on the Grind Lifestyle Podcast, obviously, it's all about the grind, and we are very much curious to what is your grind. Tell us about you. How did you get to where you're at, what you're doing, where you're going, all the things.
Man, I'm just grinding. Like you said, man, I got a vision, and I truly believe in the vision and the work ethic that I'm putting behind the music. You know, I know that my music is taking a shift. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, oh, man, you shifted from one genre to the next, you know what I mean, and back to another genre. But I really feel like the message I'm portraying, I'm doing it to touch any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's really the same thing you guys are portraying as well. Like, keep going. You know what I mean? If you got a dream, then obviously it was given to you for a reason. So how do you excel that vision? How do you know what I mean, go upon and then touch other people to get them to believe back in their self if they lost true faith in themselves? So that's my goal, and I know that's my purpose. So that's what I'm gonna continue to do.
Dig that.
That might be the best answer we've ever had for that intro question.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's
the Grind Lifestyle Podcast, everybody. See you next week.
We are out. So you switched genres. Tell us what led to that.
It was really like not really switching so much, but I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I used to rap, you know what I mean? I used to really be big into rapping, and it was just never really hitting. You know what I mean? Like when you rap it was just, okay, I'm doing this, that, and the third. But then when last year I actually got the opportunity to tour in Canada, in Toronto, Ontario, London, Niagara. And when I got to do that, I was like, man, like this music, the music selection I had was touching so many people. And it was just like, man, maybe this should be the route I should go down, really diving into like giving life, speaking life, and telling people to keep going like you guys were saying. And ever since then, it's just been skyrocketing, and the people are loving it. It's been spreading like wildfire, and just got like introduced more to like Jelly Roll's team. So like shout out to Chill Boston and all of them, and just been being around them and just seeing how they move as far as unity and, you know, everything just generous, and like how Jelly says, making real music for real people with real problems. You know what I mean? It's just will never die. Unfortunately, a thing called pain in life will never leave. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can we tailor my message and my story that I've been through in life through the music? So I just seeing them being real successful, and I'm gonna keep going to it.
I have a personal question I'd like to ask you, Riz.
What's happening?
What is the pain that you hide daily?
What is the pain I hide daily, man? It's really like, to be honest, man, I struggle with depression a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. You know what I mean? Like, I was depressed. I lost my mom in 2012, and then I dubbed back 2 years later and buried my dad in 2015. So it was like at the age of 17 and 19, you know what I mean? So it was really hard. And then I moved away from the crib from Ohio, where I'm from, and I was in Virginia for a while. So I struggled with just maintaining a daily life. You know what I mean? I didn't know what was next. I just thought my family threw me to the wolves, go to Virginia, do this. And it was just, okay. You know what I'm saying? So I finally, and I'm so thankful to say, like, I was able to beat those parts of depression. It took me 8 years. You know what I mean? And a lot of people won't really dive deep into fixing yourself, like really honing in and seeing like, all right, what am I doing wrong? You know what I mean? Is it just going to be me going around hitting up girls, doing this, that, and the third, or is it going to be me really like seeing what I got going on and fixing it? And I was just able to fix it. And then I just knew other people go through that. So, you know what I'm saying? Just talk about it.
For all of you watching this, you should check out Riz's Instagram. It's DaKidRiz on Instagram. And I literally took that question from his lyrics on one of his videos.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's in my recent single, Speak to My Heart. And it's literally, okay, for sure. Yeah, well, it's one of my managers, Vinny, been really beside me the last, I say 2-3 years, really just holding back in, bouncing back on ideas, and then just really was like, hey, man, let's take this to the next level and really impact these people around brick by brick. You know what I'm saying? Him also got to show love to a person that was helping me as well. We lost a big person to us this year, DJ Sonny, last year. So that was a big hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a person that was putting me in positions to win. That got me to link up with DJ Chill, Jelly Rose, official DJ. DJ T-Raw, just building a strong team of everybody who believes the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And they say when two people come together, what can happen? So just imagine a team full of us, like what we're about to accomplish.
And those that follow you on Instagram are in for a little treat, because I just noticed that you are streaming this live, sir.
Yeah, going live
Is
right
he
now.
really?
He is.
Live. Yeah, we live right now. Instagram.
So absolutely. Hey, we love it. Vinny, thanks again for joining. Hey, you're only allowed to be here if you're not a Dodger fan, though.
Vinny, who's your baseball team, brother? Who is it?
I don't really have a favorite. I grew up kind of liking the Yankees. That's just because of Derek Jeter, you know. So it's a mix between them, and I hate to do it to you, Jess, but I'm gonna say the Dodgers. I kind of like them.
My boy. You're my boy, Blue.
Just because it's a LA thing. I love the Lakers, so it's just, you know, I just inherited love the Dodgers now. So.
Chargers or Rams?
Chargers or Rams.
Or Raiders.
Nah, we're not gonna do Raiders.
Yeah, we're doing.
I'm a Pittsburgh fan.
Vinny,
so
you and I were almost best friends.
He's
man.
everywhere. I don't know what
I'm
I'm
close.
Yeah, I'm a Steelers fan, man. So
All right, we're gonna come back full circle real quick. So, kid, how did you get introduced to Jelly Roll's team? What's next there? How are you hoping that they're going to assist you going forward? What's on the horizon for you? Your grind.
That literally started in 2023. That's why I said DJ Sonny. He was watching me grind alongside DJ T-Raw, which is another stable name for Memphis, along with Vinny, both from Memphis. I see SB's from Memphis as well, so it's good to see some Memphis love in the chat.
oh yeah, man.
Hospitality, you know what I'm saying? But started with them. Sonny really seen me grinding. He was watching my story every day. Like, bro, you are one dedicated, consistent artist. So he's like, I need you to meet some more people out here at South by Southwest. Went to Austin, performed in front of Chill. He was like, hey, I like him. And it just kind of happened. He was like, hey, pull up. Jelly ended up coming to Ohio to Blossom. And he brought me backstage and kind of just kept from there. And he was like, all right, da-da-da-da. We went away for a minute. Then kind of just, he kept watching my grind. And he just, hey, man, you want to come to Tampa? Went to Tampa. You know what I mean? He just kept showing my consistency, like how bad I really want this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never took a break. I never told him no. Like, whenever I had the opportunity, I was able to sacrifice and just like, hey, let's do this. Let's go all the way in. So then that went into till today. You know what I mean? Like, to see where Jelly's at right now with Big Country Music Fest, and he was able to invite us out to Columbus. I got to actually hoop with Jelly and Kane Brown, and my team actually went undefeated. So if they watch this, maybe next time they'll be able to take Riz off the court, but I don't think so because the jumper is nice. But with that, you know what I'm saying? Just grinding. And to seeing recently, he followed me on Instagram and was just like, wow, it's just consistent. Like, I don't like to really stay on the star moment. All right, that's just one thing. You know what I mean? I'm not at a point right now where this is like full where I need it to be. So we just gonna keep doing what we're doing. And then it's like the visuals are getting better, the team's getting stronger, we're getting thicker. Like it's just everything that we need it to be right now. So I know eventually it's gonna be everything we need it to be. Just got to stay consistent. And I think that's the one word that a lot of people don't understand. Like consistent for me has been since 2018. And this is like, I just went on Instagram and showed a recap of how hard I wanted this. And this is speaking and manifesting like, hey, all of this is going to happen. Like I have a video of me saying that Jelly was going to follow me in like 2021. And now it is in 2025. You know, so
that's another guy that's really grinded. I mean, I've gotten to meet him a few times. Turns out he's a big Saving Abel fan.
Yeah.
So we were both starstruck with each other. It was kind of weird. I met him, and then I just did a tour with Chris Calico, and I actually ended up playing guitar for Chris. And he started talking about his stories of Jelly Roll. And, you know, I consistently hear how genuine the dude is, but how he just put his head down and grinded, man. I mean, it's inspiring, you know? So there is that light at the end of this tunnel. You just got to keep grinding, man.
Yeah. And what I said to him is like, the first time I shook his hand, I was like, oh yeah, DJ Till told me about you. And I was just like, yeah, man, I'm right behind you. You know, and it was a respect, you know what I mean? Because everything that he's doing right now is incredible. It's phenomenal to see the lives he's touching, to see the people that he's able to impact. And it grew a light on me like, Riz, you can do the same thing with your story. A lot of people resonate. A lot of people have went through losing parents, you know what I mean? Being abandoned as a kid, like going through a lot of heartbreaks growing up, finding yourself, being a man without a man, teaching you how to be a man. Like a lot of people have been through that. So if I can do the same thing with my lyrics, then why not? You know what I mean?
So if you look back to that 2018 where you were starting to plan your trajectory and your path going forward, now it's 2025. What road bumps did you come across that you didn't necessarily see, and what things were easier than you anticipated? What were some of the obstacles that you were like, man, shit, I'm gonna have to change? Because grinding means adapting, right? Overcoming adversity. Having an understanding that getting punched in the face just means you're going to punch back and keep moving forward. What were those moments for you?
Man, like I said, 2012 was the biggest one. I watched everybody around me fall as soon as we lost one person, and that was my mom, man. I watched it every day. Fake family, fake love. And I watched people go into depression, like as far as like financially, like losing themselves, and then just even going through music. Like I've been around so many people who portray to be somebody they're not. And it took a lot of stabs, a lot of money invested, a lot of belief in a lot of other people, because that's who I am, man. Like I'm genuine, just like Jelly. You know what I'm saying? I'm super genuine. Like if I got it, then you got it. If we together, then we together. You know what I'm saying? If you fighting, I'm fighting. And a lot of people don't have that mentality. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love the South. You know what I mean? That real Southern hospitality. And I ran into a lot of people who weren't who they said they were. You know what I mean? Managers, people who said they had opportunities for me. They had nothing for me. They held me back, actually, shelved me. You know what I'm saying? Did everything on my own. I got to shout out JD alongside with Empire, like getting me out of what I was stuck in from trying to just be shelved, of me believing in somebody that they really seen what my potential was. And I feel like they were honestly just nervous of my potential. They didn't want me to succeed or surpass them. So going through that stage, that was a whole 2023. You know what I mean? Even like just not allowing me to release my music. You know, and then it was just like when I go into these interviews, people are like, yo, why don't you have any music out? And I have to kind of like always persuade them this way or that way, like try to switch up the whole narrative. Like in reality, like I'm just like, dang, I can't release no music right now. You know what I'm saying? So
I just had a song shelved. I did a remake of Saving Abel's song Addicted, and the original singer basically called BMI and put a halt to it.
Man,
it's just showing true colors. Just I'm like you. I'm genuine, which probably means I'm in the wrong business, honestly. But I love what I do, and I'm damn good at it. So I'm going to keep putting out music. And I put that one out, and it got shelved for all the wrong reasons. And the thing is, I'm very transparent with my fans. I told the story the whole way, and my fans rallied behind me. And they were like, and we don't curse a lot on here, but they were like, fuck that dude. And they've sided with me because they're genuine too. Yeah. They're real people that I want in my corner that want to see me succeed. So I feel you there, brother.
Yeah, that was a hard patch. And I remember talking to Vinny about it, because even when we kind of like linked up and talked, he was like, bro, why you ain't got no, like I can send y'all so much music. I got over 800 recorded songs and he's like, bro, why is none of this out? And I just was like, bro, I couldn't release. So I had to do everything legally. You know what I mean? I got a cease and desist done. Finally got that approved, thank God. So now we're able to just move forward and just kind of just not talk as much and just try to keep everything in circle compared to like trying to outsource as much. So now we got our video team uploading and you know what I mean, just some partnerships, you know what I mean? And I like you guys, I appreciate your time because our platform, I looked at the platform and it's an amazing platform. I love what you guys have going on. You know what I mean? SB, appreciate your time for being on here. But like just really figuring out who people are. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the hardest part. And I had a question asked there, like, Riz, why haven't you made it yet? It's like, because I'm really doing this step by step. I'm not skipping a step. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel accomplished if I go skip a step. It's easy for us to rally some money together and make it the quick way. You know, I want to make it the hard way because then it's going to seem like more successful to me in my eye. And I got some more things that I can preach to my son. Like, I went through this. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's the moral part of it. And it's making my music more intense. Because now I'm talking about everything I've been through. I'm not facading compared to like when I was rapping. Everybody know it when the rapping come around. You're going to say whatever, here, hat, and the third. But when you really putting your life out there, you're going to talk about them real life experiences. So that's what I'm on.
We got to get you over to my studio, Young Avenue Sound. I mean, that's the Mecca. That's where the original 3-6 record was cut.
Yeah, I've actually been there before, probably some years ago when a buddy of mine, we were both like 18, 19, and I was managing him. That's when I first realized I wanted to be in music business, like with a manager. So I'm real familiar with that area, with that studio. It's a real nice studio. I haven't been there in years, so I'm pretty sure there's been updates and renovations of all this stuff. But yeah, it's a great studio.
We'll exchange info and you can hit me up when I'm home. I'll give you a tour.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'd love to do that too.
Riz.
The way that Scott's touring is probably 2027.
Hey, Scott,
There'll be a weekend in there somewhere,
Yeah.
man. All right, Riz. So
I'm almost still young enough to do those.
you can play a show at any venue in the world with any artist, living or dead.
Not Jelly
Where are you
Roll.
playing? Who's it going to be with?
He said, man, Jelly. Anybody. You know who I'm a real fan of? All honesty, I really love K Camp. Like that. I love K Camp. Like I love how inspiring he is just about doing every step. Just like that. You know what I mean? He engineers, he does everything. So I would hop on something with like K Camp. Anywhere at in the world. Man, I love Bridgestone Arena. Like Bridgestone Arena in Nashville is amazing.
It's beautiful.
All right. Hey, Vinny,
Yeah.
get to work, man.
No, for sure.
Bridgestone Arena with the kid. Let's go.
Bridgestone is I actually played there with that was our first show with Nickelback in 2010.
Man, Bridgestone is fire.
Yeah. That was a killer
What's it
show.
like managing this guy?
Honestly, he's like a brother, you know. We bump heads sometimes, but we come back together. You know, we have our moments. I'm there for him. I pray for him. You know, he prays for me. You know, he's like the little brother I never had because I am a only child, you know, by my mom. So, and I always wanted, you know, brothers and, you know, guys to look up to or even having a little brother. So just, you know, being with Riz these last couple years or so, it's been, you know, a teaching moment of just, you know, just having patience with this thing because I want him to make it. He wants to make it. You know, I've been there when we've been told all these promises. Oh, we can do this for you. We can get you this many streams, blah, blah, blah. If you just spend X, Y, Z, you know, so I've kind of been through the trenches with him, you know, in this stage of his career of him just really, you know, finding himself. And I think he's really, you know, honing into his artistry with the latest music that we've been putting out. You know, that's what I've been telling him for the long run, bro. Just tell your story. You know, you have a compelling story that really is going to hit home to a lot of people out here in this world. You know, I don't know what it's like to lose a mom, but I do know what it's like to lose somebody. You know, so yeah, so just it's been amazing. I'm just, you know, grateful that, you know, that he's allowed me to be a part of his journey.
Dig that. You know, I'm also a manager. The gentleman that I'm touring with presently, I'm his guitar player, but I started off managing him. And then Saving Abel was, in the middle of some legal stuff that I can't really get into. So we haven't played a show in like a year and a half. And my management was like, man, that Brandon Jordan guy kills. And he wants a guitar player that rips guitar solos. That's what you do. So why don't you jump out there and do it? Now we've been at it for 8 months and put out a few singles, and we're just killing the game, man. But, if you have any advice, by the way, for managers, I'm all ears, because it's not an easy gig.
I was going to ask you if you had, had advice, because I know you've probably been in this, and it's just with music, in the music game, just probably longer than I've probably been alive. But
the collab that no one saw coming.
Yeah.
I'm
all ears, man, because I'm just learning every day, myself, just trying to, figure this thing out, because me and Riz, we have big plans for this thing outside of just making him big. We want to eventually, establish the record label and sign other artists and help them with their journey. So, man, if you guys have any nuggets or whatever, man, I'm all ears.
I'll tell you the hardest part. You're obviously a genuine cat too, like myself. And sometimes when you just become so close with your client, like I told Brandon, if I'm going to be the half of this partnership and own half of the name Brandon Jordan and play guitar and write and tour, then I got to take off my management hat, because it's a conflict of interest. Mm-hmm. And we just have to defer to somebody else, and so sometimes you gotta turn that hat, put on your management hat. It's different because the career is what you're worried about. And then you got to remember that he's your brother, but it's also the career, and you got to defer to the monster that is the entity that you are representing. It's really hard, man. And kudos to you guys for being able to balance that friendship with the professionalism. It ain't easy. I know.
Right. You know what I've been able to learn about that? Not to like chime in. I know y'all probably got more questions, but like I think I've been looking at it so much different, because I am a combative person. Like he said, we get into it, right? But when you realize you working with somebody who wants you to win just as much as you, and you can tell, because you can tell by somebody's actions. You know what I mean? If you guys being together on your podcast, like together, like you can tell that y'all all wanted to do this, because y'all all the action showed. So when you can tell somebody wants you to win, like I think about that in my mind, like, oh, like, it's going to play a part. But I also been through a part of my life where I was taught, like, through losing my mom, right? So this is what I learned in that moment, was not letting the sun go down being mad at your neighbor. Because me and my mom ended on bad terms. I ain't gonna lie to you. I told her that I hated her. The next day she was gone. And it affected me. And I think that's one of the biggest things that's been able to teach me, with like not going to sleep mad at somebody, because you never know. You know what I'm saying? Our time, we all got a clock somewhere with a end time on it. So I realized that, like, and I think that's been helping me, and why we've been able to like really not refrain from arguments compared to the last situation I was in. You know what I mean? We argued every day, and there would never be a resolution, because at the same time, they probably didn't want me to win. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I've been on countless tours in beautiful tour buses. I've also toured in Priuses with my big ass, So, I mean, when I tell you, I've literally told my bass player to go fuck himself, and then had to stare at the back of his head for 9 hours while we traveled to Seattle from somewhere. And you're just stuck. Yeah, you're right. You got to reconcile it, man. If you got to put on your earbuds and rock out for like an hour and just cool off, and just grab and go, man, let's go ahead and squash this,
Hey, can we all just stop for a second and close our eyes and picture Bartlett and a fucking Prius?
I don't need to. I've got video proof of him in my Tesla, which is about the same size.
You do? And I was about 30 pounds heavier than too.
Oh, man. Was you in the front seat at least, bro?
Yeah, he was.
Okay. At least you got leg room.
And I apologize, man. I just compared a Tesla to a Prius. That's no.
I wasn't going to say anything.
No.
Tesla cool card.
They're just, smallish.
So. Hey, Vinny, so Riz is pretty damn humble. Tell us something about him that the world needs to know that he'd never tell about himself.
On the spot.
The exterior, yeah, he's a very humble person, you know, sure, because he's been through a lot, you know. But this guy, you know what I'm saying, in the back of his mind, like, he thinks he's better than everybody, and which he should, you know. He thinks he's you don't mind me saying, he thinks he's the shit, and I do too. You know,
It's hard to
might
get
not be-
anywhere as an artist, man. Like I walk in the room and I tell everybody I'm the best goddamn guitar player in here, man.
For real. No lie.
See, here's the secret. He's not cocky. He's convinced. And there's a big difference.
Humble confidence is different than ego.
Right.
Because it's like I learned that Vinny, you can keep going after I say this, but I learned that if you don't praise your little accomplishments, then you don't even believe in yourself. If you only gonna praise yourself when the big thing come, and you doing this just for the fame. I'm doing this for a reason and a mission. You know what I'm saying? So I do act like that. Gang it.
Dig that.
I
Well
do be
said.
so.
Vinny,
Riz, is there a difference between the reason and the mission, or are they both intertwined and the same?
Hey, man, they all intertwine, and that all reside back to what we starting and building as a family. And family stand for forget about me, I love you. So sometimes it is about taking that step back and let your brother win for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm big on putting people on as soon as I can. Like, and that may not be the most financial lift, you know what I mean? But if I feel like I can put you around somebody to help you, that means I know when I'm not around, even if you don't do it, you gonna feel entitled to be like, man, let me put Riz on, or let me bring his name up in conversation. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm being consistent, like I know I am, it's gonna benefit me. So that's what we stand for, family, is and building that. You know what I mean? Because I want them in rooms that he not in. I always plug his name in. You know what I mean? Before the show started, I was like, hey, let's get him in here. Like, and I know he do the same thing. So, but I talk trash to him though. For sure.
I'm very, very big on family. And I kind of have a twinge of a shame right now that I've never heard that before. Forget about me. I love you.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
That just hit me so fucking deep, man. And I wanted to go run in and grab my daughter right now and introduce you to her and tell her that. And I'm gonna when we're done. But
Yeah.
that was
Powerful, ain't it? It's powerful. That's really how it's supposed to be. That's how your family's supposed to be.
and that's how I am already. But I've always had a hard time being descriptive, simple. That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
You are. And just send me the address, JP. We got the merch.
Yeah, man. And friggin', I got to send some royalties now, man. Shit.
Well, you want a kick? We can make that. You got addresses. So what's next? What are you looking forward to? What's coming up in a month? What's coming up in a half year? What's the plans for 2026? What's up?
Not what the plans. What's going to happen?
What's going to I love it. I love JP's attitude, man. I rock with it. What's going to happen is Riz going to be that name. And whatever it takes. We at that mindset, like, let's just do it. And I love Vinny for that, because he'd be like, why not? Like, you know what I mean? Any event coming up or around in my area, surrounding driving distance, I'm there. I'm out there creating and networking, because that's what I grew up around. I watched my uncle get to it in front of gas stations in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Handing out CDs. That's what I watched. And I watched how much connection that was when you are able to meet somebody in person compared to the internet. The internet is so it's up and down compared to when you see me in my eye, you see me on my grind, you look on the internet and see I'm still grinding. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then we can dub back a couple weeks later or a month later, like, oh, Riz, you still out here. And that's where them fans come from. So that's happening. I see some big features coming soon. I can see me putting in some more work to get some big features soon. Maybe even a SB tour spot opening up.
I was just thinking that a Scott Bartlett Riz collab. Not that you're busy enough, Scott, you know.
Hey,
I'm
man.
always down to collab, man. And I love crossing genres. We just did some stuff with a hip hop artist named Overtime. Chris Calico from Tech Nine has been hitting me up about doing some guitar stuff for him.
That's hard.
My partner at Young Avenue Sound is Elliot Ives, Justin Timberlake's guitar player. He's probably my best friend in the world. He's always telling me weird ideas about collabs, and you know, I'm totally down, dude. I really like your message, and I'd love to put some music behind it. I'd be honored.
Let's do it. Me too. Same here. That's what I'm saying. Like, just like this, you know what I mean? Maybe this podcast was meant for us to collab, to give a message out. And I view everything like that. Maybe I'm sent to, he was like, one day he was like, hey, Riz, the Guardians is playing. I hate that they're the Guardians now.
You
I'm
and
from
me,
Ohio.
thank you. Hey,
I
baseball
hate the
period.
Guardian name, bro. Change the name back to the Indians, man.
Yes,
Change the name back to the Indians, because that's what we.
And it's the
We gotta
Redskins,
keep it
too,
PG,
man.
guys. We
I
gotta
can't
keep it
watch Major
PG.
League anymore. I'm like, this shit's wrong now.
Bro, I need a video.
Here, baby.
But
Riz, I told you, I want you to meet her. This is my daughter, Avery.
hey Avery, how are you? I'm Riz.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I want to tell you something that he just told me, and it's the first time I heard it. And I wanted to tell you first on the podcast, and I wanted your reaction. So, do you know what family means? Well, I'm going to tell you a new definition. Forget about me. I love you.
What?
Ah, she's too young to get it, man. Family. Forget.
She'll understand with your actions, bro.
That is some adult terminology.
Okay, she got it. She got it.
She got
Forget
it.
about
Man,
me.
she looking more and more like her mom every day.
No,
Thank
mom's too
God.
pretty. She needs to stay looking like dad.
No, no, you just keep doing you, Avery.
You think? You think she looks like mama?
Yes.
I see it.
Hey, do I need to superimpose a picture of Jen right there when this goes out so the fans can decide?
If you can, I'll pause and you can put it right. You can put it right. Where's the damn camera? You put it like right there. Okay, ready? All right.
Perfect. Consider it done. All right, guys, we've occupied Riz's time for almost an hour. Let's hit him with some final questions. Riz, I would love to do a part 2, dude. Would you be game for a couple months?
Come on, bring it back. Let's run it back.
All right.
Yes.
I got my final questions. It's one of my favorites that I've now incorporated in this podcast. Riz,
What's up?
you can impart one piece of advice to any up and coming hip hop artist in general. What are you going to tell him or her?
Can it be a sentence?
Absolutely, man. This is all you.
Make sure you read everything and never stop dreaming. That's what I was saying.
Big that.
Read everything and never stop dreaming, for sure.
All
And
right.
keep every piece of paper. Don't throw the paper away like Reese. Don't lose the paperwork, because that makes it so much harder when you lose the paperwork.
I got you, Riz. It's all in the Gmail. I got you, brother.
Right on.
So,
Marlon, you're up, sir.
Mine is not a question. I'm just going to tell you to send me a little bit of flow, and I'm going to put some music to it and send it back to you. We'll exchange info here after we wrap it up.
let's do it. That's fire.
And he's got 800 songs in storage, man.
Hey,
So I
for real.
think something's coming real soon.
Well, we know right now, and it's crazy because the genre that we labeled our last project is in the country label too. So, like, I don't know. Like he said, I be talking trash. I just feel like I got a gift, and I don't think I have a genre. I'm too versatile. Like I can bounce around. So I would love to link up, and I would love to just make it in person, to be honest. So let us know when we need to be in Memphis.
Has there ever been a single that was rock, country, hip hop, and rap infused in one?
It's like Colt Ford's whole mantra.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
but yeah, I'm
All
done.
right, guys. So real quick before I wrap this up, I mean, our guy there, and he explained why he's wearing that god-awful Los Angeles Dodger jersey. But I will say that, he is family to me, and this proves it. He drove over an hour to hand deliver a gift because he knew how much the Padres meant to me, and that would be a Tatis Jr. card, one of my
Rookie,
favorite rookies.
graded 10.
Yes, sir. And so it's now it sits right next to my Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card. And so it's but no,
Solid. That's
shout
solid.
out to JP. We're gonna wrap this up. Riz, we're gonna give you an opportunity for any final statements, and then we're gonna bounce out and we'll look forward to a part 2, sir.
Yeah, most definitely. Appreciate you guys for having me again. Thank you for hosting me and Vinny with all the love, support, and hospitality. If anybody is watching, I hope that you keep going. Don't stop.
If to everyone watching.
Okay, my bad.
Come
Let me
on.
fix- Everybody who's watching, don't stop. Keep going. Keep grinding. Your time is coming. Just be ready when your name called. I am Riz, DaKidRiz on everything. Speak to my heart. EP out right now, and we got some more coming. 911, some more stuff coming too. So just be ready. The music I make is for you. Tap in.
Vinny, thank you for joining, sir. Anything you'd like to add?
I just appreciate y'all for having us. I don't really have anything to add, but just like he said, look out for the new music. This next song we got, it's gonna be one of the ones that is really gonna, touch the heartstring, will pluck the heartstrings, the people out there who really needs it, man. And yeah, that's all I got.
Check the chat. Check the chat.
Just say,
Oh,
no,
go Dodgers.
no,
Go Dodgers.
no. You had to.
Go Dodgers.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much again for joining and following and subscribing. If you haven't done so, go smash all those buttons. Go check out DaKidRiz's socials. We are on it right now. A lot of you probably watching this live on his Instagram. I am Jesse Dugas. That is Scott Bartlett. That is JP Pierce, Vinny, and DaKidRiz. We are Grind Lifestyle. Until next week, we're out.
See ya.
Know it.